Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol DTIL. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. If you're not sure what I mean by 30-minute, I do offer an explanation video at that link. So if you go there, I'll explain in detail. Well, I don't mean to state the obvious or rub salt in the wounds, and I'm not going to spend that much time on it because it's one of those it is what it is type situations, but just total bloodshed today, gap and trap, pump and dump, whatever you want to call it. But to think that the price closed there on Friday, opened up right there, so there's the gap up. Price then moved as high as there, and some poor souls were buying up around there. And then from there, just pure brutality. So you don't like to see that because some newer traders just got crushed. And it's part of the business, but at the same time, yeah, that's rough to see. But it is what it is. So going forward, though, now, the level that really stands out to me, not necessarily a level, but more so the pattern that stands out to me is one of my favorites, and that is the falling wedge pattern here. And it's a poor man's falling wedge. I mean, honestly, if you wanted to just call it a wedge, that would probably be more accurate. But the idea here is that there was a whole lot of, downwards pressure. And then the price did still drift downwards. There's no doubt about that. But the volatility got lower and lower and lower, would suggest, and suggest is a much different word than guarantees, that maybe the selling pressure has subsided enough where potentially there could be some sort of movement back to the upside. And given how fast this one fell, I'm not saying it's going back up to $20, but I mean, even if it came up here to back test the 200 period moving average at $15, from where it is right now, below 10, I mean, that's still from a percentage standpoint, a very nice movement. So that is, what I'm going to be keeping an eye on. And from a risk versus reward perspective, pretty straightforward, because if maybe this is not the bottom and the price just continues to crash downwards, well, then from a risk management standpoint, it doesn't take that much, as just assuming, of course, you can honor a stop loss and admit that you're wrong. But if you do get some sort of bounce back to the upside through the upper portion of that pattern, then you could see a nice little surge. Again, not back up to $20, but to make it worth the risk versus reward scenario here. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this one. And this is a very interesting pattern going forward. So let's see what happens with it. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.